Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna, and I have a word for you on this morning with respect to how do I pray? How do I pray? Is prayer answers guaranteed? And it is in line with what we're doing in our More in 24, our devotional guide, in which I'm sure that you've gotten. All you got to do is go online. You can see where you go to thisismynewlife.com and get the devotional guide. For many of you, you are coming to the end of the week. You're coming to the end of the month, rather, of your 21 days of fasting. For others of us who go all the way through the end of the month, we're still moving forward in our prayer and fasting. Now, this particular week, as I have said and have been saying all week long, this particular week has to do more with our how do I pray, my relationship. And in fact, yesterday I gave you an acronym for pray. I gave you an acronym for pray: plead, relationship, acknowledge, and Yahweh. And I was saying that kind of helps you in your respect in terms of prayer answers guaranteed. Today, I wanted to just put out there for you, you can see it on the screen. How do you go get my book on prayer? How do you go get my book on prayer? I make reference to it in our devotional guide. So here's an opportunity for you to get it. Let me greet some people and then we're going to get right into the word this morning. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you on this morning? Pamela, how are you on this morning? Anna, how are you on this morning? Joelle, how are you? Ella, how are you? Maritha, how are you? You just in the flow. You're in the flow. So glad that you're connecting. Good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Vicky. How are you? Eldon, Jan, how are you on this morning? It is a great morning. It is a wonderful morning. And I just want you to know that you can get the book. Now, some of you have already got this book. You've had it because you are life changers. You go to New Life here in O'Fallon, Illinois, in the shadow of the Arch in the St. Louis metropolitan area. And I know that you probably already have this. Get it for somebody else. And if you don't have this book, you need to get this book. There it is, ileadacademy.net. Go and just click on the store and grab that. Now, it's all about how do I learn how to pray. And today, I'm talking about how do I, part 3 of this, how do I overcome that whole sense of, oh my Lord, the weight is killing me. The weight is killing me. Not only the weight of what I'm praying for, but the WAIT, the weight of the answer. How about that? The weight for the answer. Well, here we go. Here we go. Want to get into it this morning and make sure you grab the book. The weight is killing me. You say prayer answers guaranteed? Help me with that, Bishop. There's 3 things I want you to grab a hold of. It's the text to talk, the takeaway. And today's truth is Matthew 26:41. Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray. The word watch is to be vigilant, as if that they're on the city walls watching for the enemy, that you may not enter into temptation. Now catch what Jesus is saying to his disciples as they are going into the Garden of Gethsemane. The spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. The weight is killing me. What do you mean by that, Bishop? What I'm saying is that when I pray, waiting and watching and looking out for the answer seems to just take me out sometimes. What do I need to do with respect to overcoming the flesh, as Jesus was saying to his disciples, and they struggled in that whole time? Can you not watch with me for 1 hour? The first thing is set a time for prayer. Set a time for prayer, preferably in the morning. Isaiah 55:6, it says, seek me early. Early will you seek me. Come after me early. Don't wait until the day goes on. Now, other times that you can set for prayer is meals and events. Meals and events. But early I will be found. Seek me early. Isaiah 55:6. Set a time. You want to counter, you want to overcome the flesh that tries to prevent you from praying and holding on, set a time. Second thing is this: set a type. Set a type of prayer. Set a type of prayer. Is my prayer thanksgiving? Is my prayer a petition? Is my prayer a praise? Remember, every prayer is not the same. So to help me overcome the weight, there's sometimes I need to have a prayer of thanksgiving. Philippians 4:4-6 says it, and I'll read it. I read it earlier in our prayer time. It says, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice. Let your reasonableness be known to everyone. The Lord is at hand. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known. And the God of peace, which surpasses all understanding, he will provide for you the answer. I want you to grab a hold of that. I need to set a time. I need to set the type of prayer that I'm praying that will help me. I'm not always petitioning. Sometimes I'm praising. Sometimes I'm thanking. Other times I'm just simply coming in him for relationship. Here's the third thing I want you to grab a hold of. Set a temperature for prayer. Romans 8:26 says it best. It says, likewise, the Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know what to pray for as we ought, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words. The temperature has to do with there are times in which I'm just going through. My flesh will overrule the moment. I then have to let the Spirit fire me up so that I might be able to pray. I have to learn how to pray and have a prayer language. Now, if you get the book that's on the screen, it will help you understand and it will help you know how to have a prayer language. What's your takeaway this morning? The takeaway is this: watch. Just watch and understand that in that time, he is going to come through. Just like Jesus told the disciples in the Garden of Gethsemane. Watch. Watch him do what he said he's going to do. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you and give you peace. Share this. If it bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself.